Nice to see everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. I didn't know if we were going to pull this one off. Sunday is my only day to wake up in the morning and just not have to think. And I say that even still prefaced with the fact that I still had to get something done this morning, before a certain time, and I was up at 6:30, so I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to nap. I don't know if what's going to happen. So, hi everybody. It's glad to be here. Thanks for popping in and coming along and being a part of all of this, part of my journey, part of all our journeys. I'm here to help. Whatever we got to do, spiritual medium, Michael Rolla. Hi, I got to get good at this intro, I'll get a little thing going. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to everyone. Hello, everyone. Love all of you guys, all that stuff. And so literally 9:40, so 25 minutes ago now, since I'm 5 minutes late, I had a centaur come in. And so it was really interesting. Thanks, Angel. You too. Thanks for all the hugs. Hugs are the best. For everybody. Hugs help everybody. And yeah, so I really didn't know. I got a bunch of things that kind of just came to me last minute, and I'm like, all right, let's do all of this stuff. So since I'm in the energy of ye who has just come upon. I'll give a little. So I was putting laundry away, and then when I turned and I saw outside, and just this bright, the sun was so bright, brighter than it is now, and it's only been 25 minutes. It was so bright, and he just came in, and it wasn't physical. I wasn't seeing this, five senses. It was all just intuited and internalized, and but it was really cool. I asked if it was Chiron, and Chiron then said, "Hey." And he came in, and it's not Chiron, it's not Pan, but I'm definitely seeing like fur, hooves, but human, and so I was like, okay, we got a centaur here. I'm trying to get the name, and again, I was like doing stuff, so, and then setting this up, my tripod, 20 minutes, so that'll be cool. Maybe we'll have another visit from you, but the energy was really one of excitement and playfulness, and it was with the sun and with the light, and that's why I found the picture, and the picture was really close. I asked for coloration, what's your color, and I got a lot of green, but then there was something else that sort of faded, and it went up to the white, and sort of but it kept going, and so I found the golden picture, and I think that was really appropriate because we're coming in through the sun, and I think he just wanted to have his, interference here, have his, he's putting his energy down, so that was cool. And so, yeah, I'm gonna let that one swivel around for a while, and we'll see what comes up. Usually the way, they'll start to say things through what I'm already talking about, and I find that really helpful, actually, when they do that, and fun, too, it really, because it goes to show how Spirit is working with us, how we're really just intertwined, and we're all, we're all a part of this, anything that I'm saying, or thinking is a thought that was already, started somewhere already, right, so, it's really fun, just relaxing, that's the surrender part, just letting go into the flow, and really just doing that. But yeah, a lot of sunshine, a lot of light, a lot of childlike, a lot of and gentleness is I think. Okay, and it makes sense if I say gentleness, because I was thinking to myself earlier, so much going on in life, and I think I don't know if I said it in my last video, where it seems like, everyone's fighting about this and that, and it's like just big babies, and it's, we're all just, myself included, but, that idea that we just got to be nice, everyone's trying to figure out how to fix everything through like a million different systems, a million different religions, and in politics and economies. I mean, there's not a million, but it's just like we're trying to figure all this stuff out. And at the end of the day, we just gotta be nice, get some food, get some shelter, find some, companionship in life, which it shouldn't be that hard to come by, but it's it's so wild, and especially with me being in the retail zones, just the craziness. It's like, it's just a wild thing. But and then that's when I think, I was just thinking about that, and then I looked and I saw how beautiful it was outside, and that's when he came in. So yeah, really championing the the love, the healing, the gentleness, the yeah. And okay, see, now I got chills. Okay. Hi, hey, Jeannie, hey. I always want to say Janine. I bet you probably get that a lot. My grandma, I think I said that. My grandma had a friend named Jeannie growing up, and I would always say Janine. I'd always, pause because I could never remember her name. Jeannie, oh yeah, like a genie. Hello, why is that so hard? It's too much associated with Robin Williams, and Aladdin, or whatever. What was I saying? I'll see, I'm getting too far away from what I was talking about. Oh yeah, and the healing and the love and the gentleness. But the chills, yeah, they just, he was really, he's got like I want to say a spear. I think I'm getting the sort of archetypal, centurion. They usually carry a spear. It's tall enough. It's a weapon of choice, whatever. I don't know if that's, but he's champion, and he's saying, we really got to do that, like more love and more gentleness, like all the quotes, that are out there, to be sensitive, in a world that's so, like this is extremely valuable, or like, to be considered sane in a world that's insane, what does that say? And, I love these ones. I was running into a bunch of them all last week, but it's really we just got to be nice, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many modalities, there's so many people figuring out everything and anything, and how do we fix this, how do we fix that, I got to learn how to do this, I got to learn how to do that, I got to study this, I got to study that. It's like, all we got to do is be nice to each other. Like, we could solve every problem across the whole world without wasting money, wasting time, wasting energy, if we just started being nice to each other and to yourselves. Like, it's like the one video right here to fix all videos and all things across the entire universe. Just be nice and listen to people, share, don't take offense, but all of these things get all worked up, I guess, in the world. And that's when we're trying, too much stuff, guys, too much stuff. We don't need all this stuff. And if you're going to do this stuff, play with it, enjoy it, and then, put it down, leave it away. Let's get back to center. And, because that's what it all is, being off that center. So let's get into some show and tell. We were on the, see, look, I'm waving to, I caught this. I'm waving. Hey, Nicole, that was for you. You must have just came on. Yeah, don't be exactly, Angel Fish, right? That's why I say that. If I was to be a president, that would be my campaign slogan, like, don't be a dick, vote for me, like, everyone's, I don't know what's happening, but, everyone seems, it's kind of crazy out there, whatever. So, on I can't even think of what it's called now, our round table on Thursdays, humankind, exactly. Oh my gosh, and I love that. There was so many words that I keep getting bunches of them. I got to write them down. One of them, a buddy of mine brought to my attention, is the word pharmacy. Look at how the P and the H, it's a capital P, lowercase h, if you were to spell out the word, I guess, and you did capital sentence, right? But then, what pH is the lowercase p and then the capital H for your pH levels. So a buddy of mine pointed that out, and he was saying how you can see how in that word it's inverted. How there's all these things, and there's so many words. There's so many of them that I get like so often, like maybe like one a day or so, that I'll think one or it'll come through. So I'm gonna start writing them down. Those are a lot of fun. Make t-shirts. Yeah, really. That's all we need. Just start wearing that t-shirt. All right, guys. So, round table. Shout out to Jerome. He was killing it on that one. And I wanted to chime in, and it's getting so much fun and so much participation, with those things. And we're all just I'm having a blast, we all just start chiming in, and it was 3.5 hours, I think, and we were just still going, and it was, and I could see, the fatigue, I mean, some, because I got on late, and some of you guys that were here, Linda, and you're just like, you're such a great host. You guys so patient, and it's so important, just to have that space and that time, but then something then Jerome was going off, and then we all got excited, and we're like, oh, and it just like, it just lifts right back up, and we keep that energy going. It's so wonderful. Yeah, I wanted to like, chime in after Jerome, and there's so many of us, I think so many other people did, and it kind of just took a life of its own, went another direction, so, he was talking about the Claustrum, and I wanted to say Jim Carrey did a really cool video. I think he was being interviewed by Norm Macdonald, had like a show or something, and was interviewing him, and he was talking about the Claustrum, which is really cool. And then something else Jerome was talking about, he was touching on about, you can ask him about all the details, I don't want to do that, or check out some videos, but there's maybe I'll talk about that later or at some point, but yeah, there's a lot there, the whole idea of Santa Claus and stuff. And then the other one was, about how the babies, how, and it was a good point because it came to me later in the week where it's, we start off as babies and we're totally connected, right? So we're fully connected, and then, the Henry David Thoreau, who said, I wish I knew as much as I did as a child as I do as an adult, an ode to that idea that, we know so much and we're so connected as kids, and then what happens, we forget that, and we get, deprogrammed, and, but then we become responsible, we get older, and we have to show the way. And I think, so he was saying something about how, the children aren't as powerful, as adults, and, I wanted to, go with him on that. One day, Jerome, we're gonna do a side by side, and we're just gonna drop knowledge on everybody, right? We're gonna do a bunch of research, or whatever's already up here, because I get on here and I'm just like, man, I don't know what we're gonna talk about sometimes, but it's like, I know I got a whole bunch of stuff somewhere in there, so it's fun channeling all these divisions. That's why I don't shy from any of them, I want to channel them all, and that's how we connect them all, that's how we, that's how we, yeah, that's how we bring it all back. Okay, wait, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh my, the spells and the verbiage. Yes, I have books full of words to watch out for. Oh, yeah, neat. That's cool. That's what was coming through to me too, is just how important it is to not say some words, because we grow up in the world, and it's like, because there's the people who are like, don't cuss, don't be potty mouth, and then there's always the guy, yeah, what are you, wuss? What are you afraid? And then it's like, but, there's perhaps appropriate times to use them. I think we, it's like love. It's like, and we use a lot of words a lot of times, interchangeably. But it's like teasing somebody. You tease your brother and sister. You tease them your whole life. They're gonna grow up with a complex, even if it's not true, because the brain, the way the mind works, is it's always analyzing the data in its surroundings. So whether it's real or perceived, we're gonna take it and we're gonna think that it's actually happening. It's like virtual reality, It seems like it's real. You think you can touch the thing, or you're on the roller coaster and you feel your stomach. Actually, I've done the roller coaster one time, and you could feel like my stomach. I was just sitting there, and my stomach was going up and down. It was, it was wild. But yeah, that's good. Curse words. I like that. There you go. CURSE. Oh, and like good morning, right? Good morning. No, nobody's mourning. This. You say lovely day, right? You say, and that's a tough one, because good morning. I mean, that's that, like, that's hard for me to not, because I always picture the sun and sunshine and smiling, but it's like, and then if you say good morning, say that and listen to how it sounds, and then say good day, like happy, it's totally different, yeah, good day. It's got such a different life of its own, but that level of sensitivity, it's so, it's just chaos in the world. It's really, it's going to be tough to, that's a lot to change. We'll start one thing at a time, right? Um, so loving the black and white. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, new one. Hey guys, look at it. That's the other one I got. Um, yeah. I love black and white, the contrast. I'll always love it. It's just my favorite. Trying to keep kiddos powerful. Yep, yep, yep. Keep those kiddos powerful. Exactly. And hey, speaking of that, we'll do that. I start with a good day. Grand Rising. Yeah. Oh man. See, it gets better. Then go up to the universe. Go up to, good existence, good, like, I mean, it can be, it could be so much more. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wait, did I finish with Jerome? Yeah, with the kids. But yeah, it's neat. Like, they have to learn to get into their bodies, and so they can actually use, their abilities that they're so connected to. Kids, their energy's everywhere because they haven't learned how to use the vessel, and so that's what all the spiritual stuff is. All the, monks are doing, and meditators, anyone, that's what we're doing. People, that are taboo, or, oh, spiritual, weird, no, it's seeing. It's like, it's actually, and if you want to describe it to someone, you can say I'm learning to use my vessel to communicate, what, like from the place I came from, but it's again, it's all that level of understanding. So, okay, let's do that. Oh man, see if we can do both. Okay, I'll get into show and tell later, because we were talking about show and tell and crystals, and Andrew mentioned if I had any crystals, and I said, yeah, we got too many. So I got I got 7 of them that I'll show you guys. And then maybe I'll do some more in the next videos because we got a lot. So, check it out. Yeah, what? Guys, I don't even know if I get on the screen. We've had this for a while. It's hers, so I hijacked it for now. I used it, I've used it before. Meditator sounds terrible. Well, hey, it's, woo-woo. Yeah, woo-woo. Yeah, I like woo-woo. Yeah, woo-woo is cool. I love all the woo-woo guys out there. God, good ordinarily direction. That one's fun. Yeah, and you can keep going, like there's 10 different ways. What's this? What's this, guys? It's a marker. I was doing that. That's what I was doing. I was laughing earlier while I was putting this up. I was saying, hey guys, check out my awesome new wall graphing panel division. I think I was talking about this when I was doing it. Wall new graphing panel division, information grid center, cycling all divisions. And I just had to tease you because it's just so much fun. I'm not trying to get it right, so don't test me. Hold on. But it's funny. I like I like talking about things like this. So you dang meditators. Yeah, I know, right? Jeez, yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Try to organize love in the world. Trying to weave love and alignment and righteousness into this world, right? But again, it's true. Like, literally, I was watching Kung Fu Panda 3 yesterday, and at the end, he does the thing where he's like, I was wondering if am I the son of a goose? Am I the son of a panda? Am I the dragon warrior? Am I this? Am I that? And then he's just like, I'm all of these things, and so, meditator, it's like, it's any of it. It's just a narrowization, right, of something. So yeah. All right, let's see. So what I ended up doing here, so I was talking about, yeah, you got to be the panda. Exactly, right? That's how you learn to use your chi, because it's already in you. It's your chi to learn. It's not my chi to, you know what I mean? And then even I'll see, not seafood, not the turtle. What's his name? It's the other one, the mouse. He said it. He's like, I'm not trying to teach you to be me. I'm trying to teach you to be you. And I was like, yeah. Like, I loved watching that movie again. There's so many awesome correlations. Okay, so I'll get into it. So I was talking about on the round table that I was listening to Linda's video, and she said she was talking about the new or the younger children that are coming in who might not realize that they're awake and so connected, and all children really, right, that come in, and how important it is that we help them. I don't know if that's part of what she's saying, I'm sure, but okay. So, and what I saw when I was driving, now I was driving, and so I was more focused on the road, so I wasn't eating cereal, When I text, I'm looking at the road. I'm not, and I one-hand it. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not silly about it for sure. And then I have my stand too, where I can put my phone on it. No hands free. Let's see. But the cereal, yeah, that was probably driving with my knee. That's probably, but still, I could drive straighter with my knee than with my hands at times. Like, it's the same thing. But I'm not saying anybody else should do it. So, sorry, totally went on a squirrel over there. So what I was seeing is, see, I'm like bad at drawing. I have to get good at this stuff, guys. This is funny. I tried drawing this so many times, like just before this live too, like while I was waiting downstairs to get laundry. So it was like really thin. So it's probably not to scale. And what I saw was only this much of it. Just a V, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to get like the angles because it was a 3D image, so it's probably I'm not gonna do it justice here, but I'll explain. So this is what I saw. She was talking about the new kids, or the new guard, in a way, or at least from what she said, it is how it translated, and this was the image that I was shown. And so it started connecting the dots, right? So it started going like this. Yeah, just simple, just making all the dots, right? So, and it was rotating, so it's rotating to this side, so it's spinning this way and going back towards me, like, and so the V was really close. It was encircled, but it was so close to the edge because it was turning that I can't. That's why I was saying with my 3D drawing skills, it's probably not going to show it there. So, what ended up happening? Now, I had to fill out the rest of it when I was downstairs right now. So I got something that will show exactly what and who the new kids on the block are. So finish the circle, and then line divide. Point divide, line divide. You can see the box already trying to start. So finish that. And then the angle, yeah, see, it's not really, the point's got to match with the circles. Yeah, I'm just bad at drawing. So let me, and then if I fill in all the dots, all the point sets, let's see, there's a lot of them. Okay, wait. Gotta fix this side. Ugh. Bring that down. That close to there. Close to there. So now that's curved. Just make it straight.
have to learn how to talk during these things. I'm focused on drawing. Sorry, guys. Got to. It'll get easier as I go. Let's see. That's what it was. Okay. So, here it is, guys. This is what the new kids on the block are bringing. At least the ones that, were in reference to what, that video and what came through. So, this one, and it's spinning, so it's on its rotation. Now, there was an angle, and it seemed like it was coming in. Like there was a little bit of an angle here, but there was a little bit, with the V coming down, it was the start of the other box. So it's forming its diamond. So it's already like a full, complete thing. And if you look at it, it's got 25 points, the fifth one in the center. So like I was circling it and I went through it all, and then, but it's like they're bringing so much. It's such a cool image. Like when I finished it, it was really fun. So I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, we can go into the story, but it's, you kind of just got to get into looking at it. Like there's three points that are close, right? And so it's like setting the divisions, but keeping the information together. And then it's like center pointing. It's sending out to. So it's like they're coming in and they're fully awake. But we are going to be the points, and this is what I got from it too. I'm glad I just remember that. We're the points on here. We're the set. We're the, and whether it's like, just you or just me. It's like this is the galactic force team here, and then, I'm not, who knows, what I mean, how many teams are out there, but that's the thing. We're all part of this because what we've all gone through has been what has gone into the DNA physically of the new kids. All of the new, we need to build the vessel. So, people say, hereditary things, is it hereditary? And it's like, well, yeah, because you have the energetic makeup, not just, you have the chemical because of the energetic makeup, and you can take that from anywhere. You can take a lot from space, but then, and then you get a lot from Earth too. So the level of the dimensional Earth that it's on when babies are born also, has to do more. And it's how we're slowly, gradually, whatever, high rising the planet. That was a really cool shape. And it's 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, 25. It's 24 with the 25 in the center. So the fifth one is in the center. And then, I thought that was really cool though. I was like, why does this matter? And I was like, we know they're coming in and they got a lot of stuff, but 25th dimensional type energies at least are going to be coming in. And interesting that it was the number 25, because I swear somebody talked about that in a video or something that came up. So that was neat. Yeah, we're the anchors, the catalyst, right? So while the kids are coming in with that whole thing, and again, it depends, like, what they're born into and how, if they get put off center, like they're gonna have to go through life too, but they have that just, already instilled, and it's gonna be us that need to high rise those certain, northwest, those locations, right, in order to help them. And it's interesting, you make the correlation between how this is life, because it's the same thing as helping kids. Like this is reality, this is Earth life. It's the same thing. We're just helping high rise, which is education, which is wisdom, knowledge, teaching, helping. It's all, it's like when we got off the round table, I was just thinking, this is how we're helping. This is how we're healing, was the word.
by talking to each other, because if everything is so complicated, right? Because we're making it all complicated, but the easy part is it's really simple. Just be nice, be kind. Well, how do we heal? Well, we heal when we stop being mean to each other. We heal when we help each other. We heal when I share a healing modality that I know with you guys, like we heal just from talking, from sharing, and not just, but it means everything, and that's why they want to, want to not let you talk. Northwest. Yeah, I'm here too. Girl. I'm by Mount Shasta. I'm by the root chakra of the earth. Hey Priscilla, love to you too. Thanks for hopping on. Catalyst. Yeah, we are. We're the catalysts. Hey Laura Lee. Yeah, hey everybody. Sorry if I didn't. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about chi. I missed some of that. My chi is not your chi, right? But it is universal chi. It is the same chi, but through a vessel, yeah. And that's, we're learning to babies and how to use our vessels and, what we can do. Yes, be the panda or unicorn if you can be. Yeah, if you can be a unicorn, I would. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Linda loves unicorns too, so do I. Unicorns are awesome. And I love the fairy realm. I'm a total nature boy. Look, man, no hands. Hey. Anchors. You saw the new kids portal. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It was strong. We came to break the brick wall. Yep, exactly. We heal when we listen. Yeah, and really, how true is that? Just listening to someone. Why do we all seek it out? Why do we listen to music? Why do we listen to anything? Music, people, debates, wherever you're at. It's all of it is to center point though. It's to heal within whatever division you're in though. It's to balance, it's to center. So the real healing is that's when you have to connect with source. You have to really connect with yourself inside and really go to that zero point where nothing is, no programs are running, no nothing, no distractions and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all about centering, because it's like the self-fulfilling prophecy. There's a lot of people out there that are all off balance, but then as soon as they hear oh yeah, okay, only humans exist in the whole world. Okay, yeah. Whoa, that was close, It's like, so it's really a balancing act, and that's why one person's truth is not another person's truth. You can't just say, oh, this is what it is. Well, okay, yeah, it is for you, because I've said that before. With you're looking at something and it's blue, and then someone else is looking at it and it's green, and it's no, it's blue, but that's your own perception, who's seeing it and at what level. I think I was teasing them because it's no, it's clearly not that color. But if you're not in the same realm, right, then that's why you'll never see. So that's, communication, right? And so then you take that into people, into places, into things. You're not seeing the same color because you're not in the same dimension. You're not in the same level, the same, coloration, the high rise, the activation. Okay, let me see here. Heal without expectations. Totally, you have to, because the healing is you healing is your receipt of healing. We have to start thinking that way too. It's like economies, right? People just want it to be done for them or whatever. People say, oh, I just want to buy it. And it's well, if we don't produce something, then there's nothing to buy. So if we all just just sucked it all up, so it's if you produce healing and you give healing, that's giving it into the world. That's giving more for yourself because you put it in your, anytime you're healing, even if it's someone else, all of that just went through you, so it's, it's not separate. It's a huge veil in everything. Separate. None of this is separate, I love it. Cali, Washington here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in Cali. Yeah, well, I'm a ways south of the mountain, but we have fairies and dragons here. We hear everything. Listening is active. Tricky rainbow spotting. Cool. Yeah, there's tons of, with the root chakra. And Telos, I think the city of Telos is supposed to be below Mount Shasta. Adama from Telos. And whomever else is perhaps down there. Yeah, and the Sasquatch is in the all that stuff's up here too. That's pretty cool. We got Yellowstone, right, or Tahoe down there. It's kind of a couple hours down. So that's all for my drawings actually that I had today. It's so interesting. Like even just thinking before this, I just start reeling and I just go and I gotta find a way to capture it, man, because it's like after the, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live after we do roundtables on Thursday, or maybe not live, but I'm going to see how it goes because I'm just reeling off that stuff. Like I want to get into all of that, so that's really cool. That's why I got to remember to write it down too. So when I'm talking to you guys, it's different than when I'm talking in space because things come in so much, so much different. But it's cool. It's all a learning process, and I hope that you seeing it in me, you see how it, it's the stuff's natural, and that's why I always say take the hype out, but then get some hype because this is really cool stuff, because it's simple. It's all spiritual and it's human and it's not a or, it's an and so yeah. I've said that a million times. So let's get on to the crystal show. Check it out. So first we'll start with one of my favorites. It's a labradorite, gigantic. Yeah, dream house. Yeah, I'm a forest guy. I love that. And beach, it's tough, but I think I'd pick forest. There's more abundance to me in a forest. There's more life. So yeah, I think it fell here once. This is my jam. My labradorite. Good for setting you on your path and your true purpose and your knowing. Then we got malachite, which she loves. She loves malachites, and I do too. It's not too bright in here. The sun's kind of too high in the sky to come in the window. There you go. That's a little more on it. We love this one. It's a little rough on the bottom. And then, let's check them out. Oh, good. Oh, this one. I love this one. That's the shungite, and we use it as like a table thing, so that anything coming from the TV, it hits the shungite. And I actually got like 4 different ones sitting up around the TV right now, so this is really cool. Dang it, I thought I had my thumb underneath. Gotta be careful. Break it. And then, let's see, crystals, and this is my angel quartz I got. Once, which is really good for spiritual connections. It's got a little, I think that was not copper. It was like, see, it might be something. It might be like a copper. I don't know where it's from. Or not a copper. No, it actually just looks like another quartz with, you can see it like right here. It's like quartz, and then it just goes over into rock. Some kind of, I don't know all that stuff. And then we got dragon eggs. Check them out. This is a blood dragon crystal or something like that. Dragon's blood. Peacock ore. Yeah, nice. Is that what the peacock ore? No, that's different. And then this is the other. It's like it's not just rose. I can't remember. There's so many. I used to know them all, and we went on a fad, and I got like all the names down. And then we got organites ones. This one's really cool. This is the one where if I focus on it, and you guys too. I wish it was. I think that really helped. This one, if you look, you can like see the golden flakes moving. This is the one I mentioned at one point where. Just looking at it, you can see the but then it's organite too, so this thing is like, it's super powerful. Like, it's amethyst, organite. Just looking at this thing will like put you in, like, will make you go cross-eyed. And then we got we got so many of these things, it's crazy. But yeah, that's my little show and tell for now. So cool. Yeah, it's only 40 minutes now, guys. I don't know. Oh, let's check in with not Chiron. Is that what I'm going to call him?
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So he's saying, um, excuse me. Let me drink water. Energy shift. Can you guys drink water forever too? Like, jeez, I could just like, I think a lady died because she drank too much water one time. Like, oh, check it out. Okay, we got more. Tourmaline, black tourmaline, water tourmaline, watermelon, and then my moldavite in the middle. Um, yeah, it was like a water drinking contest, and I don't know, nobody knew we could die from drinking water, and she drank so much that it overblew, like it, I don't know the specifics, but she died from it. But man, I could drink it forever. Okay, so not Chiron. He's really just emphasizing the levels of, is it coming in? The levels that are coming in, that are here, that are going to be coming in. Because I don't want to just say the same thing. You know, he's saying you know, it's crucial that truth becomes reestablished, and like honesty and humbleness, and especially in children, because you have to start when they're young. You know, to teach them. You don't want them to get into all the other programs that this world has to offer. But, you know, showing them that it's okay to be who they are is crucial. One, which is what we're all wanting as people, is to be accepted, is to be able to be accepted however it is that we are, and to be loved no matter what, unconditionally. So why would you look in any other direction than a direction of unconditional love for sustenance? Because there are many distractions. So with the youth being at such a higher vibration, they're going to be attracted to high vibrational things, and there are many distractions. He's saying, like, you know, drugs and, you know, stuff like that, you know, which can feel high vibrational. You know, so we're going to have to watch them for that. You know, and he's not he's not saying, you know, because he's saying it's like, okay, see, now he's giving me the medicine talk. You know, drugs are just earth medicine from the earth. You know, it's just, so when used properly is all he's trying to say. You know, they can be extremely helpful and beneficial, but when used as reliance, that creates codependency, and that's not what you want. But there are many in your world who, it's like the ayahuasca, he's giving me like people who attest to, you know, really having a mind-opening experience and really changing the way that they see life, you know, just from, you know, like the ayahuasca and stuff. But he's saying more, which would be more better, is just do research, just learn, just, you know, you know, no one needs substances in order to awaken, or to feel good, or to learn how to use the body. And so this is what, okay, so it's crucial that we teach the new kids the proper usage of the body and how to really, like, okay, so kind of a sort of theme here going in a way, right? So the kids who don't know, you know, need to be taught the proper usage, because there's going to be a lot of distractions, and this is why we need more voices out there, more people that the kids will be able to find and see, like, oh yeah, because as we're talking is healing, you know. Sometimes that's all a kid needs to hear, you know, when they're growing up, you know, instead of just trying to fix what
they're doing and tell them what they need to do and what, sometimes they just need to hear like, yeah, hey, you tried your best, you're not a bad person for it, and that's it. And because we really have to keep them in love and light, we have to keep them in a realm where they feel safe. No one's coming to this earth that doesn't want to feel safe and create a better world for us all. So they're them included, and because we are we're the old guard, because we've been here longer, we have to watch that we don't put any of that, just like we said earlier with DNA generation, hereditary, we don't want to put any more of that onto them. So it's very important to clear your chi, or your lineage, or your ancestry and stuff like that. Around things when you have a new child. Yeah, I mean, he's just community. He's saying everything. It needs to be done. Like, okay, he's getting like important. Like, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Like, we in the higher realms often see humans as such silly creatures because of, like this one has said many times, you all want the same things, and you want love, and you want better life, and you want kindness, and you want ease and grace and excitement, and joy and thrills, excitement, and wonder, and yet it's like we're in the business of just being around all of like this other stuff instead of that, when you have a day off, he's giving me, how often do you just do nothing? How often do you instead do nothing instead of doing hustle and bustle, and I got to keep going, and I got this to do, I got that to do. It all has to be done. But if you're not in life to enjoy life, that this is why we're all here. We want a physical representation of heaven for Earth, because this is why it's been created. Which I've said before too. Why are we here? Just to keep dealing with it over and over and over and over again? No, we're here because we want to be here. We want to frolic and smell the breeze and touch trees and grab stuff. We want to play, in bodies and in physicality. So, all this extra stuff, it's just unnecessary. But it's going to take. Yeah. So what I ran into during the week was, I think I mentioned my hydraulics were kicking in and trying to, keep me up at a high level. And so what was happening was I was going through. So because I was there, it was showing me every single thing that my mind would normally think, like in a just like autopilot kind of way. So I was like at work, and I was just, and then anything I would interact with, I would go through. So like I was in my observer state, in the no energy, no, neutral state, and 0 point, whatever you want to call it, and all day, and just watching them, playing them out, and they were physically coming through, and it was heavy, like all day, like it was, because I was having thoughts, and then, I was going through the motions, because whether or not I agreed with that now, I had in my past. So I was clearing, my old, so I think I said I was like reprogramming, my patterns, so my higher divisional, like I guess hydraulics, right? It was like it kept wisping me back up. Like I would feel great, and then something would happen, and then I'd go into it, I'd think about it, I'd have all the thoughts, I'd see where it came from, I could see in my past why I think that way, how it's silly, and really it's cutting those cords, it's like how I had to learn how to cut the, somebody's in the, this person's taking forever to buy stuff cord, or this, road rage, this person's driving so slow court. We have so many little things, like that, and we got to start, you got to get rid of all of those. You got to, every single one of them, right? Because they're not who you are. They're not aligned with what you really think. Like, it's like I said in my example, when somebody's looking for something, and then, and they look at you and they see you, oh, I didn't know you were there, and it's like, now who's being the D word, right? Who's being the D, right? This person, they're just trying to get their stuff. We're all here. We're all trying to get our stuff and go on, But it's funny, we gotta reinstate. We gotta reprogram what we think in those moments, And so that's kind of like what I was going through. And so, what did I want to say about it though? Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It was a heavy and intense experience, like while I was at work. So it was kind of light because I was sort of like, it was stretched out. It was thinned out. And that was really good. It was really helpful. But you can do it at any time. I think that's the thing, too, that came, is I'm really conscious. Like, I don't know if no, I didn't just say that, or maybe when I was driving, like I'm usually really awake because I'm really busy, but because I'm awake, I see things and they're glimpses and they're gone. They come and then they go, So everyone's working on their third eye out there, or whatever. You work on this or that, it's always open. It's always been open. It's just the degree to which it's open, It's always, because it can be really shut down, right? But it's like it's still there. You're still connected, So there's a lot of times when people worry about, trying to visualize and practice makes perfect. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But a lot of times, like if I just say right now, just think of an apple. Boom, easy. You guys did it. You didn't have to, meditate for 3 hours. You didn't have to, you didn't have to do any of that stuff. You pictured an apple. What apple did you picture? Mine was green. It just popped in my head. I like red apples, but more than green. That's all the ones I buy are red, but I thought of a green one right now. Okay, is that because we're talking about the galactic team and Andrew likes green apples? I don't know. Maybe it just popped in my head. Is that because Angel's here? Guessing his green apples? I don't know, but that's what I saw. It didn't take me this long to figure it out. It didn't take me, I don't have to learn to trust spirit. Is it the right thing? So it's really like, and that's why I said in the beginning, it's spiritual, but it's human too. It's an and, it's not an or. And that's like when they say, like I'm a Michael, so I am Archangel Michael, I am, but I don't go around like saying that, you know what I mean? Because then at that same time, I'm a whole lot more than just Archangel Michael. But Archangel Michael is a whole lot more than just Archangel Michael also, But then if you layered it and veiled it, you could get down to where you could say, okay, yeah, there he is. That's Archangel Michael. He just is a protector and and cord cutter, and he only likes the color blue. It's like, no, he likes all the colors. You know what I mean? He just, his chi, like we're talking Kung Fu Panda, my chi is not your chi, right? So he just represents a certain, and so that's, you start putting the pieces together, and you realize like this is one. We are all one. This is one big story. We're all an archangel. We're all of this. We're all of that. But we're individualized still. I am not just that. I am not just like Kung Fu Panda, right? He is not just one or two or whatever things. We are all things. And we are anything that we can also connect to and learn, to embody. We can, it's way bigger than all that, so. And that's why, I always say, like, I never really, worried when people say, oh, I am this, I am that, I am that. It's like, okay, what do you, like, now I'm going to listen to what you're saying. The request is missing a valid API key. Hey, who's trying to hack into my stuff? I didn't send no request. Are we still on? Oh, it's saying it again. What are you doing? Will you stop messing with my YouTubes? My favorite. Oh, Nicole likes green. Nice green apples. Hey, Melissa. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it. Totally do. Yeah, I keep getting error request missing API key, but I don't see how it could be missing it if I'm already live. that usually means it's the key to let it stream through. It's the key. So hopefully this is still going. Clock's still ticking. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, how we are all these things, it really comes to that level. And, again, if you want to go up to the God level, well, eventually you're going to be everything, you're going to be everything and nothing all at the same time. It's not, are you glass half empty or glass half full? It's the realization that you're the water, you're the glass, you're the air that's coming out and in around the glass, and you're everything around the glass, and you're everything inside. It's such a greater realization. Are we just humans? No, we're way bigger than just humans, way more. It's just a word that we use, and you think of that, like, it's just one word to describe such a huge thing, even God, like God, one word, everything, so, it's, God, I think, okay, so they're saying, you gotta be careful with the way you emphasize your words, right? Like, okay, so going back to spelling and using words, be careful. Okay, so now I got aspartame. So Andrew said that once, aspartame, and he said it's not aspirin or something like that or whatever. It's funny, and and then all I heard was as it pertains to. So when he was saying it, so it's interesting when we're talking and we're using words, but like one word, but it was like as pertains to, like it was 3 different words. So we get it's. I'm trying to emphasize, going past it, everyone who tries to control too much is like, this is how you spell that word, and this is how you, and it's like, well, reality, we can spell it any way we want because we're creating its sound, its symbols, its letters, its numbers, its shapes, its colors, it's all of that stuff, and so, it's the word. If you follow the English language rule book, and then that's how you make an English word, then, yeah, but it really doesn't need to be, that's too much control. And when you say, okay, that's how it is, that's all you're ever going to think, and we got to open it up. I mean, look at Chinese characters. They don't even write letters, right? They're symbols, characters. They draw stories, right? That's a wonderful language that we could all probably start to learn how to speak, It's like knowing the line information and all this stuff. We could probably spend some time in China and we'd probably pick it up really quick, stuff like that. So it's really, it's just not needing to control it all. It's like it's relaxing with life and just shooting the breeze. That's what we want to do. Like I don't care who you are, I don't care what you think you want. Unless you want to, you're Dexter and you want to take over the world. But for the most part, even that guy wants a pina colada or whatever his drink is, put his feet up, and he'll set off the nukes on his laptop, from the beach, but everybody wants, to shoot the breeze. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not hard, guys, and that's the thing too, you think of it, like why all the chaos? Why all the struggle? Why all this? Why all the modalities? Why all the teachings? Why all the this, right? And it's because we're all trying to learn how to, solve it all. I guess I already said this, but we're all trying to learn all this different stuff, and it comes from fear. It comes from I need to know this stuff in order to be worthy. I need to know this stuff in order to be valuable. And it's not to say that the more research you don't do, the more valuable you become. But it's like, and it's like at the end of the day, or I could just sleep in today. At the end of the day. I mean, we really don't need a lot of this stuff. Like, if you think we need all of this stuff, right? If we're all, whatever. Well, where's all the need for all the homeless, for homes, for food, for fixing the pollution? We're in such there's such a fear and a desire. We need to do this stuff, but we're not doing. Why aren't we healing? Why aren't we fixing the pollution? Why aren't we, like, you know, like what is it? Elon Musk's going to Mars and he's putting satellites up, like $1 trillion, $1 billion satellites. He's got 11 of them, $11 billion. It's like anybody who says that we can't like fix the debt, national debt, like no, like no. Okay, number one, no one's gonna fix the debt. No one's planning on fixing the debt. They never were. Okay, first of all, because you can't. It doesn't work that way. And then second of all, all these companies and corporations, charities, it's like you'd think by now they'd have set something up so we could feed people. I mean, a celebrity gives a couple million or $1 million to a charity. Where's the infrastructure, guys? Get a plane, get some cargo boxes, make a deal with a farm, and send some food out. Like it's like we're getting all caught up in the, like oh, this is what we got to do. This no, all we need to do is we need to relax. I think George Carlin, that's George Carlin. He said he says there's too much ambition in the world. Yeah, you should have drive in yourself and your life and this isn't what he's saying, but what he said was, he's like, look at a guy who's just sitting on the couch, and I'll show you a guy who's not causing any problems. It's like, or for the example, like all these other people, like who you want to be ambitious. Ambitions, like, listen, we have plenty of that. Like we have, tons. And again, I'm not trying to knock it, because we should all be, have. Our what we want to do and stuff, so that's cool. But it's really just taking a step back, taking a breather, and so I don't know, I'm kind of just repeating myself right now a little bit, but I guess that's the message for today. Healing, not Chiron. It says healing starts when the body stops movement, right, guys? Thank you. Cool, right? When you allow it time to rest, that's when the human growth hormone, what is that thing? Human growth hormone, that's when it kicks in. So you want your body to grow, positive new cells, all that. When you're constantly using your body, you're constantly draining it. So we need to be relaxing. You need to be taking like at least an hour, I'd say twice a day, in the big afternoon and then maybe in the evening, to really just not do anything, or maybe your evenings, a couple hours in the evenings, you can decompress, again, life, we do what we can. But the ease, the grace, the healing, because every time, it's like the viral that's out there, it's like, everyone's doing research. Everyone's trying to figure out this, figure out that. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop giving it this energy. If we took our mind off of that and we just went over here, it would go away. And then we would like move forward into, again, it's like I was saying, we're all trying to find all these solutions. What do I do with that? What do I do with this? How do we fix that? How do we fix this? And it's just like, listen, drink, stay hydrated, eat, healthy foods. If you have something not every now and then, okay, but get back on track. Go for walks. Get some exercise. Even if you don't go out, just get some walks. Ground. Go outside into nature. When I said this, and I posted on Facebook, and I think I mentioned it in the chat. The way you look at your life is the way your life looks at you. So if you just keep seeing it as bad, it's not going to get good, because you're the center of your life, so you got to see it good. You got to put in that little effort. And once you do, you're not going to want to stop, once you start applying it. And that's what I've said before. Your life is not what you want it to be, because you're not, it wants you. It needs your energy in it to high-rise it, And that's a big thing, because we're going from creators to sort of, like, it's like we're literally been oppressed, for all this time, like, slaves, right? For the lack of a better word, but it's close. To like fully like, oh my God, I'm creating my everything in my life, even though there's still a lot of stuff around me, so it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of both. And that's why it's even more important that, We stay vigilant, we stay centered. So like what he's saying, like, just because it's soft, it doesn't mean it's not powerful. Just because, we say grace and ease and peace, it doesn't mean that you don't cement that into earth as hard as you would cement anything else. Anger, frustration, doesn't matter. Just because you get, heightened, just because you get fury when you get angry, it's just another form of energy, right? What we want is we want to anchor love hard, when you're in a situation, and it's not starting to feel right, you say, are you being loved? You start yelling at people, right? Are you being loved? Are you fixing this situation, or are you causing more problems? Are we just sitting here complaining? I don't mind if we're complaining, but are we fixing things, or are we not fixing things? What are we doing now? So my girlfriend, I tell her when she gets upset, or whatever, and I know she's just not being her, she's just like worried or whatever. And I go, hey, what'd you do with my girlfriend? You better bring her back. You better get out here, get my girlfriend back, get my love and light, my beautiful baby back. You know what I mean? And then she goes, oh, okay. It's like, that's always fun. And that's what it means, standing up for the light, standing in your truth, knowing that, yes, things in life can be problematic. We can run into struggles. We can run into stuff. But I'm here to fix it, okay? And if nobody else understands that that's what I'm here for, I'm not here to convince you of that, but that's what I'm here for. So knowing that, we gotta stand up, it's us, it's like, it's like anytime you say something loving and there's always a guy, oh yeah, it's like, there's always that guy, who's like, just wants to oh, what? I said something happy. You just need to be realistic. Is that what you call it? You need to be real because, why not? Like, what else are we going to do? Like, even if you're not spiritual, okay, even if you don't believe in all this, the woo-woo stuff, and you're just human, okay, what else are you going to do? Why not? Why not be, why not try to feel good? Why not, somebody, it's, I don't get that. It's so weird, but I do, because, I grew up, a lot of us, all of us, we all grow up in that, we grow up in that programming. We grow up in that stuff, and it never feels right, does it? It never feels, we got to use that. We got to use all of us, all of you is important, and that one, okay, so another quick insight, sort of came into mind too is, the reason, why there's disease and maybe in people and stuff, I notice a lot of people in the spiritual, ascending and, doing healing work, sometimes we still have maybe issues, or sometimes we still, maybe, I don't want to say what they are, but, and they say, well, if I'm healing, how come, this, how come that? And so, it's all that lesson, it's all telling you something so that you can get to that place, because your higher self, it's like, why doesn't this, when I do this, why doesn't this happen? Or, it doesn't work. Why doesn't this diet work? Why doesn't that diet work? And it's all because your higher self is guiding you. Your higher self wants you and wants to come into you when you're in your immaculate body. You know what I mean? Like, if we really think about that, we're creating a vessel for our higher and highest that we can self to come in here. We need to be cleaning this thing up a lot, because, and even if you eat perfect and you drink perfect, we still have thoughts. We still live in this world. We still got programs. We got to clean up a whole bunch of stuff to get that level, like in a fully embodied physicality kind of way. And the truth of that is, no, you can't put infinity, but we can connect to it, but if you want to connect to all infinity, you got to be clear and clean, and in your vibe and in your chi, and so what was I saying about that? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, and so that's, and that's why, everyone's, if you're, you have this ascension symptom, or you have this, or you have that, it's just because, it's, or why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? And it's like, well, it's because your higher self is still waiting for you to get to where, it can help you more. It's not an or, it's an and. How do I help you? How do you help me? All of it. It's because look at how jumping in a physical vessel, we forget tons of stuff. We lose practically all knowledge, of higher realms almost, and yet we can still, it's like. Like we have to, so the information that they have and then the information that we have, and then that huge gap, it's like we have to, it's a two-way street. It's a relationship. It's a one-way street because it's just you moving forward. Like we're all one. We're all, you know what I mean. So all right, I don't know if I'm still getting this weird error message. I don't know if you guys can see me, but my comments stopped after Nicole's green apple. So I don't know if you guys are commenting more, but I can't even see it. Yeah, green apple, that's the last one I got. So I probably can't even if you guys are saying stuff. So all right, I guess I'll end it here and I'll figure out what this missing API key is. I don't know why it's missing. It's like midstream. So I didn't press anything, so weird. Yeah, watch that stuff. Streamlabs is on. Okay, cool. Streamlabs. All right, guys. Love yous. Thank you for coming. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm in the process now of figuring out like healing things to do. I wanna offer my own healing modalities. So I'm gonna maybe do some qigong and meditations and stuff like that. So that'll be exciting. It's a lot. I got a lot going on in my plate. So, all in good time. It's all gonna come. I love just being here. So, I got the rest of my life for this. It's wonderful. Thanks for hanging out, guys.